get dehydrated really quickly drinking alcohol and red wines, all those tannins, just dehydrate your mouth even more. So most of the time people are like, oh, it was beautiful sunny skies and it was 88-degree weather. Everybody's like, God, it sucked. The worst hangover after that festival. So you did good. Cloudy was actually good. Any questions or comments about any of the wines you had? Or
this isn't about Corking Court. This is like a technical question.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay. On one of those early quizzes I was taking a couple hours ago, I think it was number 7, there was a question that said...
Something about Merlot, the most planted grape in California?
Yeah. Is that, like, what happens to that? Is that correct? Or
does anybody know the answer to this?
Is that like a little bit?
According to the book, it is the fastest. But the numbers is not.
Okay. You'll get credit for it. It'll be thrown out. Several other people have asked me about it. Has anybody got an official response from TA on that particular question? She just changed yours. Okay, then email your TA. Yeah.
Thanks.
Sure. Okay. Yes. You know, you're not the first, you're not the second, you're not even the 10th person that told me their favorite wines in that place were Veritas. Anybody else do the Veritas? Veritas just makes quality wine. And actually the winemaker, Emily, was supposed to come here last week and she got sidetracked doing something else. I was going to be a surprise, so I didn't tell you in advance, and she said, I think I'm coming to campus and I definitely want to come to your class, and then at the last minute it just didn't work out. So I'm sorry about that, but she is just a kick-ass winemaker, and so her product is solid, and she's Gene Tech alumni, so it's another reason to support that place. Yeah. Hilltop, isn't Hilltop a berry farm? I remember visiting them right when they opened their doors, probably in the mid to late 90s. Hilltop Berry Farm, I think it's in Nelson County, if memory serves. And so they had a good product. What was it? Oh, a lot of good products.
Yeah, and they had like a bunch of different wines, pomegranate.
Remember they had a blueberry that was good. Yeah. And they're doing meads. Was there any other meaderies there? Meadery, people sell mead. There's a really good one. Has anybody had Foggy Ridge mead yet? Foggy Ridge is just up on the Parkway. Well, just up on the Parkway. I think it's about 10 or 15 miles past Chateau-Morset. Woo! Those guys are some of the best in the country, not in the state, for mead and apple cider, actually. They're a cidery that's fantastic. I've actually had Foggy Ridge products in California, which I can't say about any other Virginia winery. I had Foggy Ridge on an airplane one time. They were serving it on a plane. I'm like, damn, it's a good cidery if you're into cider at all. And cider is a huge growing market in America right now, big time. 10 years ago, there was probably like 5 or 6 ciders you could get. Now there's probably 60. Actually, maybe like 600. I don't even know. It's really blown up. And I don't even like apple juice. Don't like it. I don't like anything made out of apples. I like apples, hate everything made out of apples. Applesauce, who eats that shit from the babies, all right? I don't even like apple pie. I hate that gooey crap. Sorry.
Un-American.
Un-American, right? But, and I have in the past not liked cider, but man, when you get one that's crafted really well, especially if it's all the way dry, I'm not big into sweet. So I don't like sweet stuff that much, which is why I don't like anything apple, because most of it's sickeningly sweet. And so they make ciders now just like wine, sweet or dry. Look for a dry cider, because it's got all the great apple flavor of the cider or a juice, but it's totally bone dry. Just magnificent. It's great stuff. Anyway, started to rage about cider, but yeah.
2 things. One, Trump wineries is another really good.
Trump wineries? All right.
2, why do all the Virginia wines that are decent seem to be very sweet?
That's a great question, and it's not even the ones that seem decent. It's probably pretty much all of them. Virginia wines, especially the good ones, are pricey. I don't want to say overpriced, because when you say something's overpriced, that has the connotation that the producer could charge less, and they're just gouging. Here's the problem with Virginia wines. They're all small winemakers. That's awesome when you want a crafted product, local product. That's great. This is why organic food is expensive too. Because you're small, you can't do stuff in mass, and therefore you can't charge less. When you get, if you were to produce a pair of shoes, me or you, we could probably do it. Sit down, learn the trade, and learn how to produce it. Maybe by ourselves we could produce 30 or 40 pairs of shoes a year. They'd be awesome shoes, by the way. I can't wait to get rich enough to buy handcrafted shoes. Seriously, I mean, what else would you spend money on like besides shoes? Comfortable shoes? Money. Money can buy them, all right? Trade it for all the gold in the world, a good pair of shoes. Anyway, we could build a pair of shoes individually, and maybe we could do 20 or 30, even 100 pair a year. They'd be awesome shoes, but we'd have to charge a shit ton for them, right? Because we only made up 100 pair. Took a lot of time and a lot of effort, so they're going to cost more money. The same is true with Virginia Watts. I'm sorry, before I go on, back to shoes. If I mechanized, though, built a factory producing my shoes, and I made 200,000 pairs of shoes, I've invested in all this big equipment, I can produce a hell ton more, I can charge way less. So instead of making 100 pairs of shoes a year and charging this much, I can make 2,000 pairs of shoes and charge that much and still make a profit. The same holds true with all commodities, including wine. So most Virginia winemakers are small production, and time and a ton of money are required to make wine. And actually, the middle range folks, they spend the most. If you just make a couple of jugs in your backyard, that don't cost nothing, all right? But if you're going to make 5,000 to 15,000 cases of wine a year, which is not that much, you're going to have to invest in the land, in the grapes, in the equipment, in the press, in the labor. It's expensive as hell. And so your 10,000 cases of wine, each bottle of wine, just to get your money back, it's going to be 15, 20, 25 bucks. Quite frankly, you just can't, they cannot compete with California because California does bulk, because everything's bigger out there. They can't compete with Argentina. They can't compete with Australia. These are areas that have producers producing a lot of quality wine. And so, again, the problem with Virginia wines is not the winemakers. They're making some good stuff. It's that their bottles cost 10 to 20 to 30 bucks, and for that same amount of money, and don't tell anybody in Virginia I said this, although they already know, for that same amount of money, you can get way more bang for your buck from California, and that's just the way that it is. It's like, I want to support local Virginia wine, but a $20 Viognier, a $20 Cabernet Sauvignon, boy, for $20 I can get something stellar out of California. I get something good here and get something stellar out of California. And for 20 bucks, I can get 2 stellar bottles from Argentina. So that's why it's a challenging trade for small to medium-sized producers in Virginia. And we also have like 165 wineries here now too. And so not only are they all more expensive than, say, California or Australian wines, but because there's 165 small to medium-sized producers, the quality levels go from shit to great. And that makes it hard for consumers. So I don't know the 165 Virginia wineries, and I've actually researched Virginia wine. I couldn't tell you all the labels they have, so it's hard for them to connect with the average consumer who looks at that price and is like, well, that seems like a lot of money for a Virginia Cabernet Sauvignon I've never heard of before. And I have no idea the quality level of that production. So it's kind of a double challenge for them, which is why they do big festivals like what you went to. They want you to say, hey, taste this product, and now you at least know, and you know that we're quality, and so it's worth the 15 or 20 bucks, we hope, that you really liked it, and it's local. Sorry for that rant, but quite frankly, with this smaller group of people, I would just Q&A the rest of the semester if you like. But that means you have to queue, so I can. Yeah.
I was wondering if anybody else tried the Pizza Butter 100% hot chili pepper one.
Did anybody try the Pizza Butter chili pepper?
Disgusting.
They
Almost nearly died.
You died? Oh my God! They died and were resuscitated. Shocks.
Pretty bad.
They called it something. They used to do it that.
The devil's
Devil's
kiss.
kiss. And did they do it with a shot of Cheese Whiz?
No. They give you an apple wine afterwards.
It's 100%.
So those that did the 100% chili wine, how was that? By the way, that was not 100% chili wine. You can't make wine out of chili. So
They did a dragon fruits.
that's what I'm saying. They had some sugar in there, but can you get a lot of sugar out of jalapeno peppers?
No.
I don't know what they
I don't think so. I've taught you in this class how you make wine, how you make any fermented beverage. You've got to have some sort of sugar base. So you can make wine out of potatoes, but you got to convert the starch, and you got to do lots of. There's not enough starch in jalapeno peppers to convert to anything. So it's some type of wine that's heavily flavored with jalapeno. Anyway, what did you want to follow up with?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What's a good way to create label in there?
I guess we should probably go over some more labels. That might be the best way. And if you keep bugging me, I'll try to build some sort of study guide for you this weekend, maybe. You all already have A's. Why do you even care? You care. Or you need more points right now. Yeah.
Woo!
You all should know me by now. Clapping does nothing. All right? It's all about my attitude, which is piss poor right now. No, I'm actually in a great attitude because you guys are so hardcore and awesome. So yeah, we'll figure out some Scantron shit in a little bit, which kills me because how many? I think I already told you like 100 people fail in this class and they're not here now. It's like if you just showed up, you probably how many attendance points have I even given you at this point for just showing up? And now next week I got to start fielding the I'm failing your class and I'm not going to graduate. What do I do? And I'm like, I don't know. What the hell do you do? I think McDonald's is hiring. I mean, Jesus. All you had to do was come to class. You would have got a bunch of points and you didn't do. I don't know. In fact, I like to ask smart students like you, what should I tell students who come to me starting next week? You're now me. You're now me. Most of you have sat through this entire course. You know exactly what's going on. I'm failing. What do I do?
Quit your whining.
Quit your whining. Okay. Suck it up and fail.
You should just have an application
Oh,
for McDonald's.
wait. But my parents have already booked the hotel room for the graduation ceremony. I have to have this class to graduate. Go.
There's some wonderful vineyards in the area that you can visit.
There's some wonderful vineyards in the area, but it's too late to even post blogs, right?
No, for them to get drunk to console
Oh, to get
themselves.
drunk. Okay, yeah. So I should tell them they can walk now, and then. Okay. I don't have the money. I'll have to pay money to take that course again in the summer.
Too bad.
By the way, I've heard it all. That's why I'm continuing to give you the answers that I get. This isn't communist Russia. This isn't Russia, is it, Danny? All right. Yeah.
I'll give them like a god awful assignment, like 30, 40 pages for a D minus.
I've tried that too. Someone who has no points in this class, what kind of paper do you think they're turning into?
Plagiarized.
I mean, they probably just wouldn't do it. Yeah, that's the reason they don't have a grade is because they didn't do a 30 or 40 page paper already. So that's probably